Hello again team, it's Jess or JashiiCorrin and welcome back for my July PowerSheets check-in. In today's video we're going to have a look at what my progress was for June and what my intentions are for July. So jumping straight in, for my tending list in June, my encouraging words were don't finish June disappointed, and my top priority was physical health. So you can see that all of the things that I had written down here were all under that one goal that I have. In terms of my 4 monthly action items, I had getting my blood test done, finding healthy breakfast foods, healthy lunch foods, and a suitable exercise method. 2 of these got done, as you can see, so blood tests certainly happened, and in terms of a suitable exercise method, Vogel and I went and bought an elliptical machine. So that's the one I'm going to be focusing on using in the months coming. In terms of the food lists, didn't get around to those, but I would still like to do this at some stage. For my 3 weekly action items, I had one 30-minute exercise session, meal planning, and a weigh-in. And you can see that, again, 2 of these got done. In terms of the exercise one, I tried to make this a small goal, but honestly, 30 minutes of continuous exercise isn't really a small goal for me. I am very much the kind of person who will avoid doing exercise wherever possible. So for July, I've made this one even simpler. In terms of my daily action items, I had 4 of these, so getting over 7,000 steps, having at least 1 cup of water, not overeating, and no soft drink. And I am super pleased with how this turned out. The no soft drink and 1 cup of water one in particular. In May I found I was drinking way too much soft drink, so I really made an effort in June to cut back on that pretty much completely. The nice part about cutting back on all that soft drink is that I needed to get my liquid somehow, so I got really into drinking water and tea. Overall for June, I can certainly say that I did not finish June disappointed. I'm really pleased with the progress that I made by just focusing on one of my goals, rather than trying to do little bits of all of them. Flipping over though, we have the month in review. So going through this one kind of quickly. This month I was grateful for warm socks, tea, cozy feels, and my new mugs. Goals that are growing well are my physical health, slowly but surely. People that I'm grateful for are Rachel and Vogel. I'm choosing grace over guilt about the lack of exercise, but I did still make progress in other areas, so I can be proud of that. Progress that I'm celebrating, even if it was small, was breaking my coke addiction cycle of sadness. Favourite memories from the month were going out for food again and going to an escape room with my friends. A good lesson learned was tiny achievable steps work super well. So for the month coming, I am saying no to unrealistic expectations and I'm saying yes to tiny focused steps. Today is the day. So we're now into the summer check-in section of the PowerSheets. Of course in New Zealand it's winter though, so I did make a few edits. It's also crazy to think that it's been 3 months since my last check-in. But the blurb at the top of this one says, traditions help us cultivate connection through meaningful shared experiences, and summer is the perfect time to get started. With sunshine and longer days at hand, use this space to brainstorm, whether you're dreaming of a tradition you've done before or something new you want to start. Now is the perfect time to build community and make memories. So they had some ideas here. Some of them sounded interesting, some of them certainly not for me, but the 2 that I picked out were midterm holidays and monthly date nights. So essentially just in the middle of the school term, around probably week 5, just trying to take the full weekend off and do something with Vogel, ideally outside of our normal routines. And then the other tradition was monthly date nights, where again Vogel and I would go and do something that's outside of the normal. After this one, we have the goal refresh. So this is looking at those 8 different areas of your life. I'm not going to read through this one, but if you wanted to pause and have a look, feel free to. And I found that with just focusing on one of my goals last month, and that being quite successful, I decided that my word for the next 3 months is going to be focus. After this, you're supposed to write down either your original goals with new words or move on to new goals, but I decided that I was going to use this page for tiny steps instead. So it's more of a brainstorm of the small things, ideally small things, that I could do in each of these different areas for my goals. Again, I'm not going to read them all out, but feel free to pause and have a look through. Also, if you had any ideas for other tiny steps that I could do, I would love to hear about them. Grow what lasts longer than you. So for my tending list in July, I've decided that my top priority is fill your cup. Because most of July is going to be the school holidays, I really wanted to make a focus on getting in some rest, getting in some leisure time, and thus working towards goals related to those areas. My encouraging words are, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? As said by RuPaul. So rather than just having one goal that I was focusing on this month, I've decided to make it kind of like one theme. So all of the things that I've put down here are related to that idea of filling my cup. In terms of monthly action items, I have a mini holiday with Vogel. We're going to go to the Waikato. I'm very excited about that. I want to plan our midterm getaway and do a desk declutter and watch 3 movies. I find that I end up seeing heaps of trailers and go, oh yeah, I really want to see that movie, and then I never get around to it, so I'd like to do some of that this month. In terms of my weekly action items, I have taking a full day off, so not doing any kind of YouTubing stuff, not doing anything for school. I have doing weekly self-care tasks, weekly reviews, spending time with Vogel, spending time with friends, and doing housework. Just to kind of get my space back in order. And I've only actually got one daily action item for the month coming, but it's 2 minutes of exercise. And I know to a lot of people that sounds probably pretty pathetic. But remember, it's focused on those tiny, tiny achievable things. And once I get started, I'm more inclined to keep going. I just need to set the bar really low for myself. I'm looking forward to making more progress in July, and I'd love to know, what are your goals for the month coming? What kind of action steps have you got planned? Thank you for watching, team. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you wanted to see more from me, feel free to go check out one of my other videos. Until next time, bye!